All right, fire away.
All right, so Will's got a couple of touchdowns. Drew had the 2-point conversion. You've got one now. Is there a little rivalry between you guys about who can do what?
No, not really. I mean, we're all very competitive, but I think we also realize, like, everyone's career is so different, and we're just I'm proud of them for the careers they've had, and they're proud of me for what I've been able to accomplish. Every now and then, some bickering will come up, just some friendly bickering. But I'd say Drew's probably the mediator, classic middle child, does a good job being like, everyone's done a good job, you know?
So I guess what do you remember in terms of film study, I guess? I know Dabo said that, like, on Tuesday, you knew you guys were going to do it. I guess did you see it as well in terms of the
Yeah. So every week, the coaches, special team staff, my dad takes a lot of pride in the special teams and the fakes. Those are kind of like his babies. But the special teams coaches, Coach Gilchrist, Coach Evans, they do a great job too. Tuesday's kind of our field goal day where we'll go through the film and stuff and talk at practice about the different looks. And he kind of walked in and was just like, boys, we got them. They were very consistent in the way they lined up all year on those extra points, and just kind of were softer on that right side. And the look was there, great play design, and he said Tuesday, he's like, first touchdown, we're running it. Sure enough, Florida State took the ball, and I was like, okay, this is about to happen. That 4th and 1, that wasn't even, we were supposed to punt it. Cade just kind of checked it himself and got the QB sneak, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then it just all happened, but it was awesome. And the look was there, because actually last year against Florida State we called a fake as well, but they changed the look. They kind of had a 5 technique instead of, we were expecting a 3 technique. So I had to like, hey, we're kicking it, kind of like that Pat McAfee clip. But yeah, this year they were in the right look and was able to run it. It was awesome.
The ball definitely broke the plane.
I think so. It's in the history books, so that's all that matters.
I think even more for you, I don't know, Ross may know this, how many years it's been and how many snap or how many tries, but hasn't been a bobble by Clemson Holder, knock on wood.
Yeah,
and how much pride do you guys take in that?
A lot of pride. Ultimately, like, it's great that my brothers did a good job and guys before them, but like, I can only control myself and the job I do. So I take a lot of pride in it. I spend a lot of time with the snappers and Nolan working on it, because it's really just a craft, just like anything else. If you want to be a good baseball player, you got to get in the batting cages. If you want to be a good quarterback, you got to throw a lot of passes. You want to be a good holder, you got to catch a lot of snaps. So it's just like anything, where you put your emphasis, that's the outcome you get. But I do take a lot of pride in it, and it's an important job that hopefully stays under the radar. But it was good.
Does it help that you've had Casper and Flo for so long together that, you guys kind of know each other inside and out?
Absolutely, yeah. Holden Caspersen's been amazing. He is like 99% lights out. Rarely do I ever have to spin the laces. If he ever does have one at practice, I got to make sure he knows, just so he knows he's not perfect. But no, he has been unbelievable, and it gives me a ton of confidence on the field, because I just know every time the ball is going to be right where I need it. And it gives Nolan a lot of confidence too, because it's just so smooth that he's seen a million times. But yeah, just having veteran snappers, it makes a huge difference.
I think there was one earlier this year, maybe Boston, I can't remember, where it was kind of high for you and you had to get it down. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Boston College, right before half. It was a weird situation, because, we thought Tristan got out of bounds, but the refs said he didn't, and then they put some time back on the clock, and so we ran out there, and they were telling Holden, like, you got to snap it on the whistle. So I think the whole situation kind of something that we haven't really practiced. So it was a very unique situation, and I think it just kind of got away from him. Thankfully, I got my mom's instincts and reactions. I was able to go up and get it. But more impressive is the kick. I mean, the fact that Nolan was able to just stay in his process and stay through it. I mean, that was a 50-yarder with a lot of pressure right before half. You know, if you miss it, the whole team's in there. It's just like big-time kick. And I watched that play, and I'm like, man, how did he make that kick? I mean, he didn't hesitate. It was just smooth operation. So that was the really impressive part.
He's had a really good run, Nolan, of just after a kind of slow start. What have you seen from him, and how do you kind of regain your mojo as a kicker, as a whole unit for that type of stuff?
Yeah, he's really hit his stride, and he's having a great year. I think he's, 11 of 13 or something like that. And I think, honestly, just the beginning of the year, those kicks might have been – I know we lost a couple of close games in the games where he missed, but, like, he missed a 50-yarder and a 53-yarder, couple tough kicks, but he's just been so consistent. I've always been told my whole life kicking is kind of like a pitcher. Like, you can't over-kick or else you can't over-pitch. Your arm's going to get hurt. Nolan's like a robot because he kicks all the time. He's always working. Honestly, I don't know how his leg stays on because he's just always working on something. Even if he's not kicking field goals, he's doing thuds or whatever it may be. But he's just a very confident kid, which I think you need at the kicker position. You got to have self-confidence because you're really out there all alone, and it's very black and white whether you did your job or not. But, yeah, I think he's just at the beginning of the year he might have been a little antsy or whatever, but he's really settled in and been a huge factor for us down the stretch here, and especially last game, making 3 huge field goals.
Say your quick reaction skills are from your mom. I guess, why do you say that?
She was a great athlete. You know, she was a gymnast, cheerleader, and she doesn't get enough credit.
I guess your dad said that she was kind of mad that he didn't tell her that was coming. I guess, did she tell you that as well?
Yeah, I didn't tell her either. She came up to me on the field after the game, and she was like, "Why did nobody tell me?" And I was like, "Hey, it's top secret." Yeah, I just never really thought about telling her because I figured my dad would have. And I don't really see her as much during the week. But, yeah, I guess nobody informed her. I think my sister-in-law, right before it happened, was like, "Hey, they're faking this." And she was like, "What?" It's probably good, though. She probably would have been freaking out all week. I don't know if she has too good of a poker face, so.
I think you might have gone and placed a prop bet on you.
Yeah.
Popped up on FanDuel. Yeah. Like, huh?
Yeah.
This season obviously been a unique challenge. I guess just knowing, obviously, you have a special relationship with the head coach, more than just the head coach to you. How have you seen him kind of navigate this season that obviously hasn't gone as expected, trying to push the right buttons and keep stuff going?
Obviously, in a season like this, it's an extremely difficult spot to be the leader because everyone looks towards you. And but I think he's built for it, and I think he's done an incredible job steering the ship, keeping everyone in the right direction, players, staff, everyone. He's done such a good job each week coming in, giving the right message to the team. And I think the guys have responded because, we've had some heartbreaking losses. But each week, I know he's said this a million times, but, like, the guys have really been practicing hard. The guys haven't quit. The seniors, the leaders we got are really strong, like just human beings. And I think it's a testament to the leadership that my dad's had, and I think it's a great opportunity that he hasn't had in a long time. And throughout this season, there's been a lot of conversations that we've had and he's had with former players, current players, colleagues that I don't think he would trade. And I think those moments go a long way and ultimately will be a part of building something special in the future. And you'll look back and be like, man, couldn't have done it without 2025.
guess what have you learned, do you think, from a season where, again, you put in the work and feel like you're doing everything you can and you don't get the result? I guess what have you learned yourself?
Oh man, that's a great question. I think it just gives you a deeper appreciation for the relationships and the people, because there's 130 something teams. Like everyone works hard. Everyone, has the hard summer workouts and the practices, and everyone has good coaches and spends a lot of hours game planning and meeting and all that. And everyone wants to win, but winning is really hard. And I think I've got a deeper appreciation for what winning requires on game day and the things that are non-negotiable. And also just how, seasons can get really long and grueling, and just enjoying the everyday relationships with people. Because ultimately in college football, I'm still playing, but you talk to people who are finished, like they're not going to tell you, oh, this score, this game. They're going to tell you about the locker room moments and the plane trips and all the memories that they create with their teammates. So, and I think just this season has just put a huge emphasis for me on enjoying these relationships. I'm a fourth-year guy, I got another year, but a lot of the guys I came in with are leaving after this year. And just to be able to see like where the relationships have grown from when we got here to now, it's just something that's really special and something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. So just spending the last, 19 days, cherishing the memories and the relationships.
Do you guys practice running on the field? Let's say you have no timeouts. What's the fastest you guys can get out to get a field goal off?
Yeah, so we do that every Thursday. We call it red field goal. I'm sure people have other names for it. Every Thursday we do that. Beginning of practice, we go through some like different type of specialty kicks. It's
You can do it in 10 seconds.
I would think we'd get it off in 10 seconds. It's really all about the linemen. Thankfully a lot of our guys are already like on the offensive line. We got a couple D linemen on there, so it's really just about them getting out there. I think we can make it work. I've never been a part of that situation in game, so I know Georgia Tech had it against us this year, but we practice it every week.
I know the field goal protection is kind of an issue last season. It's kind of cleaned up this year. What kind of has changed for you guys? For that to not be an issue.
Just been a huge emphasis on it. The coaches have done a great job, and really just a great buy-in from the guys on the unit. I think Coach Luke really takes the head on that unit, and he's done such a great job emphasizing, like, hey, if y'all are out there, like, it means we're getting points, and that's a huge deal. And guys just taking a lot of pride in it. And it's been money all year. I don't think there's been a single time where it's even been close. So shout out to all those guys up front. That is not an easy position to play at all.
Anybody else for Clay? All right, Clay. Appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.